Say my name, I make them nervous.
What up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness gang, to join the Witness Nation. Now, let's get into this, shall we? All right, you guys, welcome back to another episode of Kool-Aids and Combos with Whitney D. Now, if you guys missed the last one, catch yourself up, okay? Because this is going to be spicy, okay? And I only say that because of who we had on last time, which was Redrick, aka Pretty. And he had some things to say about this particular person that we're going to be interviewing, okay? And he wants to reply. But that's not all we're going to be discussing tonight, okay? We're going to be talking about a lot of things, okay? So stay tuned, grab your snacks, and come on back. We are going to be doing Kool-Aid and Combos with Ike.
Oh yeah, baby, you see it. Your eyes are not playing tricks on you, I promise. It's your boy Ike. What's up, y'all?
Look. Welcome.
Hello, what's up, Whitney D? How are you?
I'm good, Mr. Man. You've been in trouble.
Okay. Me? I've been in trouble. I've been minding my business. How?
You know, the business that pays you, huh? Clearly, because that music is hitting. But we're gonna talk about that later. Oh my gosh, I'm a huge fan. Your voice is beautiful. Okay,
thank you so much.
So before we get into all the salacious stuff or whatever, I just like to get to know a person. And I like for my community of people here on Whitney D TV, my Witness gang, to get to know who you are. Some people watch Chasing, some people watch G status, but I just want to know who you are. So who is Ike? Like, where are you from? Is Ike your real name?
Well, before I start, I want to say thank you so much for having me. I'm delighted to be here. Thank you for asking me to come on. I checked some of your videos out and I was like, wow, she's really smart. She's really balanced and well-versed in the industry of media. So I was like, it'll be a pleasure for me to come on here. So thank you for having me.
Stop it. Thank you.
No, but as far as me, I still see myself as just a little country boy. I'm from Louisiana.
You from the boot?
Yes. And you from what? Texas? You from Texas?
Yes, that's up the street, boy. You better stop playing. I'm from Dallas.
Oh, you from that? Okay, the D. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, stop it.
That's what's up. Yeah, I'm from Louisiana. Born and raised there, just a little country boy whose aspirations kind of outgrew his small town. So I headed to Atlanta in 2015 just to kind of pursue my dreams as a musician. And I've been here now 7 years, and that's pretty much it. You know, I've just been hustling and grinding. So
absolutely, you have. And like I said, y'all, his music, and we're going to insert some clips in here of his music, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
When did ugly become your type? Damn. I'm not bitter, but I'm sure not blind. But I ain't even gonna waste no more time. I'ma tell you like this. I hope he can fight. I'm pulling up tonight. Catch a charge, I might. It will be alright. What? It will be on sight. Gonna beat him up, gonna beat him up. Yes, I will. Gonna beat him up, gonna beat him up. I am for real. Boy, I'm gonna whip your ass.
Oh my God, just But anywho, so let's get into it. Okay, so those that aren't familiar with Chasing Reality, it's a franchise. They had Chasing Dallas, and that's when I came on because my boy is Dior.
Okay, yeah, I know Dior.
That's my boo. So Chasing Dallas, they have Chasing Atlanta. I think they just started Chasing LA, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you guys, I was getting into that, and while I was doing that, my friend Redrick, and I knew him by way of model camps that I would put on here in Dallas. So I would train and develop models, male, female, and so that's how I met him. Y'all got to watch that interview. This is about Ike today, okay? But yeah, so I started watching G Status, and here comes Ike. And I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh my God, I love him.
No, you didn't. You
Yes,
ain't
I
gotta just say
did.
that.
Yes, I did. Because when you
Really?
came on, you're
Uh-huh.
funny. And I love to laugh. I love to laugh. And so when you came on, you were funny, you were who you were charismatic. And I
Yeah.
was just like, oh God, I love him.
Look, chasing Atlanta is something I've actually been doing since I hit the ATL soil. It's just in me.
Every time I looked in your eyes, I saw the best thing ever happened in my life.
It's all second nature to me. This is just what it looked like. And it's looking kind of good. So of course I could start this thing off by saying Wheel of Fortune winner, sock brand owner, recording artist, songwriter, iTunes chart, syndicated radio, Fox Soul Out Loud with Claudia Jordan, Kanye West ATL pop-up choir. All of it is cute and really good. And I do give myself flowers, but everybody knows your resume gets you there, but it's your character that keeps you in the game.
Oh God, I just love
so
him.
sweet. Oh,
I
thank
do.
you.
It's so okay. Speaking of the shows that you've been on, let's go get into it. Okay, let's go ahead and get
Okay.
into it.
Let's do it.
What is your sexual orientation? Now we've heard,
Mm-hmm.
but what do you say about who you love, who you lust?
You know what? If I had to put a title, well, I'm not good with labels, but just through learning myself and continuing to evolve year by year, at the moment I am bisexual. I like everybody, and I used to call myself pansexual, but just through educating myself, I'm not interested in pursuing a trans man. So that will remove me from the pansexual thing. So men and women. I like men and women. It doesn't matter your identity or your presentation. Everybody deserves love, and if I'm attracted to you, everybody deserves a shot. So I never discriminate against how anybody looks or presents.
Okay, so if okay, let me go and get into it because y'all they should know me by now, Whitney. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Okay,
I
so
love her.
okay, so you're saying that you're not attracted to a trans woman. If I might point out, if
No.
just me,
I'm not
that's just
attracted.
me.
I'm not attracted to trans men.
Trans men, my
Yeah.
bad. Okay, so my thing is that I think it is because you either are or you not. You either a woman or you're a man. Am I?
Where you going with this?
I'm saying because let's be real. Okay.
Okay.
The conversations I had with gay men,
Uh-huh.
they don't like trans women either. And that you're bi. My thing is that I've asked the questions because I have lesbian friends, but that doesn't. I'm gonna ask my questions, but I know I do it respectfully.
Right.
So I was asking him, and I was like, but no shade, and I don't care who it offends. I don't care. He a dude. Still got his penis. He's just got on a wig or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, exactly. I like men, and he has on a wig. He's this and that. I'm like, oh. So I say that to you is, have you ever just sat back and say, you know what? That's probably why. Because it's like you either a woman, or you a man, or you just don't want to step on no toes. I'll step on it for you.
Are you asking why I'm not interested in a trans man?
Yeah.
Sexually, I don't think I would be interested in a trans man. I'll just kind of leave that there. You know, you know what I'm saying? Just a preference. Sexually, I wouldn't be interested in a trans man.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm a man, a woman of trans experience.
Okay.
I'm cool with all of that.
Okay. All right. So you just okay. I'm gonna leave it right there. Okay. I'm gonna leave it right there. So how did you get
I like you. What's wrong with you?
it's gonna be a key, just a little bit. Okay, so how did you even first and foremost, because I saw you on G Status, how did that come about? Ow.
How did G Status come about? You know what? That's a great question because anybody who knows me knows I'm very private. I'm to myself. I have a very small circle of friends.
What's your sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Oh, poor baby.
Look, I'm a definition. I'm a true Cancer. I am the Cancer.
And sweetest thing,
Yeah.
but don't play with y'all.
Hey, listen, okay? Look, so yeah, but being in Atlanta, it kind of unlocks the spirit of hustle, right? So I
Right.
always wanted to do something more than I had done the previous year. And at the time, my side business was evolving and my music was kind of evolving as well. So I was like, I need to figure out how to expand to a bigger market of people. So I was like, how about the web reality arena? And I had always known Cameron, my friend on Chasing Atlanta, but I was a fan of G Status as well. So I was like, let me try to, because the show cracked me up. So I was like, well, let me try to audition. So I followed the page and I literally just auditioned and got casted for it. I was shocked that I got casted.
Wow. Wow. So, question in regards to being in the reality world, is any of that scripted? Or do they be like, okay, this is who you're going to film with, this is what's going on, have at it? How does that work?
Yeah, this is what I would say. An element of it on G Status. See, it depends on the production crew as well. The production
we're going to get to Chasing, but G Status.
Yeah, G Status, there are many elements, many scripted elements. I won't say it's scripted, but there are so many elements of sensationalization. You know, a lot of things are sensationalized.
Right.
Portrayals are created.
Okay.
You know, I guess we'll get into that, like this whole Playboy thing, when I really just got on here to show my music and my socks, but I kind of got, girl, look, I guess we'll get into it. But yeah,
we're gonna get into it because you know that you know if you've noticed, if you've paid attention and you've said to my work, I tell stories and I build up.
Building up.
So we're here, we're there, G Status. Now, like I said, you guys that aren't familiar with the last interview I did, check this particular clip out and we're gonna come back. You were on there with somebody who actually transitioned from G Status to actually he's now on Chasing Atlanta. Ike. On the show, you guys were kind of canoodling and whatever. And he was showing some bit of interest, but it seemed like nothing connected. What happened?
Ike tried to play in my face is what he did, but he didn't realize that he was dealing with a person that is bluntly honest about any and everything that they go through and they deal with. So it was for TV, but not necessarily for me. It was for Ike. And this is my first time ever being able to explain the full story because they didn't want that to be explained.
What happened?
Yeah, and the time for me to explain my side of the story, because he made me look like a thirsty fool on the show. Let's just be honest. He made me look real thirsty, but no, and I can't even do much for me. And I'm gonna tell you why when I'm done explaining the story. But anyways, so Ike is very insecure, or was very insecure with himself, especially coming into the show. If you look at Ike's page and some of his old pictures, he had a big gap, and you know he was real skinny, so he was insecure. So when I met Ike, of course, it was on filming day, and Ike came into the waiting room before I went onto the scene, and he made like he seen Beyonce. Like, and I'm just sitting there like this here. Because I already know, soon as I started dressing up, the gay boys fell off like you cut a limb off a tree. But they never gave me the opportunity to show how much I don't give a damn about Ike. Because like I said, and I'm so glad you brought this up, because I've always wanted to say, to be honest with you, Miss Whitney, the only thing I could do would be lay down and let me do the rest. And then if you want to put two and two together, it will have nothing to do with his bottom half. It will just be me and his top half. So what you think that is? You can't do nothing for me, sir, because first of all, you too small. Oh, her camera went off. Ike was way too small for me anyway. So if you want to make me look like a fool, let me just make you look like a fool. First of all, you're way too small. I will break you in half. Second of all, I grew up liking men. So for me to accept a gay man, the least you can give me is a little bit of muscle. Because I'm stout. I'm stocky. Okay? So you can't do nothing with me. So why would I get on a show trying to act like I'm desperate for the smallest man on the show? You the size of my nephew, nigga.
All right. Okay. So y'all saw your boy Redrick, aka Pretty, had a lot to say about Ike, and that's actually this came about. I slid on into his DMs because Ike he responded. And we gonna talk about his response. And I'm allowing him to officially just respond back because Redrick said some very salacious, some very interesting things in regards to Ike. And so I slid on in the DMs and I was like, would you like to say an official word? So here we are now. So let's go ahead and get into G status. And in regards to what Redrick had to say, he had a lot to say. How do you feel about it? That and just to bring it back to your fruition, he stated that you knew what was up. You knew what was up.
What does that mean?
You knew what the production had set up for you guys to do, and then when it came about to doing it, you copped out because it's easy for a gay man to belittle a trans woman.
Nah, that's her side of the story, and I'm glad she's sticking to it, but that is just not the truth, okay? And the thing about me, I never went into this thing wanting to do what production wanted me to do. You know what I'm saying? The crazy thing, I find it so amazing that she is speaking on me after 3 years. Well, no, it's not surprising because she really hadn't done nothing in 3 years. So I guess because I'm on a popping show, you know, the #1 LGBT reality show on the web, I guess saying my name would kind of get you some eyes on your profile. So I get it. But if we're just going to start from the beginning, is that what we about to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So I met Redrick when I met the entire cast of G Status. Like our very first scene was the group scene at a restaurant. And I remember coming to a room and seeing her, and I was like, oh my God, hey, you're so pretty. Now, I don't know what will make her think she's so special or so important. Like usually where I'm from, if somebody gets a compliment, they say thank you and move on. The crazy thing is I saw Delicious as well when I met her. She's a woman of trans experience. I told her the same thing, baby, you're beautiful. Like, you know, so the day went on. And I met the production assistant. Her name is Kendra. And she was asking me, well, how do you feel about everybody? She was, you know, going through a list of names. She got to Redrick's name. And I said, you know, she's beautiful. She's pretty. So at the same time, production has to come together to build this story. You get what I'm saying? So she must have told Redrick what I said. So Redrick asked her for my number. And she, when Kendra came to me, she was like, well, Redrick wants your number. And I'm like, for what? She was like, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, okay, you could give, because at the same time, look, I'm coming into this thing, I want to meet friends. So give her my number. I'm going to have to be around these people anyway.
Right.
So I think Redrick called me that same night. And, you know, she got right to it. She was like, well, I heard you've been saying that I'm beautiful and I'm pretty. So I want to see what's up. I'm calling to see what's up. And me, I'm just so taken aback because I'm like, well, that is what's up. You know, you are pretty, you are beautiful. If you're trying to ask me if I mean something more by it, no, because I just got out of a relationship and I'm not even trying to do that with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally told the production assistant that I thought that she was pretty. So from that point, we began to develop a friendship. We would talk regularly. And you know what? It just, it confuses me because as we continue to get friendly and get to know each other as friends, we were spending time on set. Like when she was posting those videos of me on her story, like with me in the background, I'm like, how is this a clapback? When literally everybody I'm meeting on the show, you can see me, like if they're on Instagram, I'm in the back of their shit too. So Devon could post the same shit you posted. Sharad, Tramel, all of these people could post the same type of shit. So I didn't really understand what she was trying to get through with that. Whew, where do I go from here?
Yeah. So okay. So those that don't know what he's talking about, because what happened is, and let me pull it up. What happened was, and to be quite frank and honest with you, I have some subbies that watch it with me because I didn't even know that you responded. It was one of my subscribers that sent your, because I after I did the interview, I already went and followed you because I was like, well, I'm not that type of person. I'm not going to let somebody basically, dog somebody out or talk what they have to talk, and not
One-sided
give them,
story.
not give them another person opportunity to talk. That's me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I own up for my stuff. You ain't got to speak for me. I'll tell you if I did that, I did that. If not, you're not gonna lie on me. So I said, you know what? My intentions were already, I was gonna reach out to you to see if you wanted to respond to what was said. So he did. And we're gonna talk about your response. My question to you while I'm pulling this up: how did you hear about the interview and his response? Like, did it get sent to you as well?
Yes, and that's what I was like. I had, mind you, and this is no offense to you, I had never heard of your platform.
I'm small, yeah.
No, but you're effective though. You're impactful,
Thank
so
you.
that's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, but one of my, ever since Chasing has become this engine, I've got thousands of followers, dozens of comments and messages every day. So one of my people just then it was like, wait, she dogging you out, and I'm like, wait, who and why? Like, this is somebody I had unfollowed 2 years ago. She was still following me.
Right.
And when I saw this shit, I just went ahead and blocked her because I'm like, why are you speaking on me? Why are you body shaming me?
Right.
Over like something that happened 3 years ago. And I do want to speak on, before we get to that,
okay,
the whole I'm trying not to be long-winded, but it is like a long story.
Take your time. This is your opportunity.
So as we were becoming friends, I remember we got on the subject of what I was attracted to. And, I remember telling her I was trans attracted. I was attracted to feminine boys, androgynous boys. And to her, that was intriguing because I think she had some problems in the area. Like when she started to dress up, I guess boys wouldn't pay her no mind. So that is a thing in this community where so much internalized femphobia. I guess it was a breath of fresh air to find a guy who's actually interested in stuff like that. So we all decided, production included, that it would be a great narrative to kind of educate the audience. Like there are boys in this community that are attracted to feminine and androgynous boys.
Okay, but that wasn't you.
What?
You just played the part.
No, I am attracted to. No, like I said, I'm attracted to girls, boys, feminine boys, and I am. I literally am. So I didn't have a problem with that.
Okay.
Here is where the problem comes in.
Okay.
Now, when we agreed to sit down and talk about it, Redrick, her idea was to go on a date. But I said, I'm not doing it. And I remember having a phone conversation with her. I said, I'm not doing that because me and Tramel had already gone on a date on the show.
Okay.
And then they trying to attach the Playboy narrative to me. So I'm like, the last thing I want to do is go on a date with you and have them saying, oh yeah, he's a Playboy. He dating everybody on the goddamn show.
Right.
So as a friend, I told her we can go and sit down, but I do not want to do anything regarding the date. Right. So I saw her say this. We got to Devon's photo shoot and it was time to kind of set up the sit down. So like I said, hey, we can go get a bite to eat. You into music, I'm into music. Maybe we could go to the karaoke joint. And to me, that's me setting up the scene where we could talk about this whole pansexuality thing, right?
Right.
She sneaks in. Oh, so what, you trying to take me on a date? Like blindsiding me. Like we literally
remember that part.
Yes, we had a conversation where I said I did not want this to be a date. So what you
that
you
looked
know,
like that stunned you. You kind of
stunned me. And at that point, and I gotta say this, at that point, she had established herself with, one of the popular group, the popular group on the show. So I guess she was starting to feel herself. And along with that, she's playing a reality show game, doing what production is telling her to do. Keep doing. So it's like you disregarding the friendship that we're creating, and you blindsiding me talking about a date. So from that point, I don't even notice. And if the viewers are smart enough, they'll look at my confessionals. I've never said anything bad about Redrick. Anytime I'm saying how beautiful he is, how pretty she was when we got on the scene and she looked like this. But the whole time when the show premiered, I'm seeing in her confessionals, well, I'm waiting on Mr. Ike to take me on this date.
Yeah,
Isn't that crazy? Like if the viewers would stop and think about it, I don't know, none of this shit is going on. She's playing a reality show
she made
game.
It seem like y'all had a conversation behind camera and you acted a fool in front of camera.
But wouldn't I have mentioned it on camera at some point, like rationally? Like I never even said nothing about that. And the other thing about it, why it never happened, the sit down never happened, because real life was happening for me. Like that whole year, I was struggling for breakup. I had debts in the family. I had hired a creative director in Houston, so I was back and forth for Houston, cross marketing my brand. I didn't have time to set up a. It wasn't even high on my totem pole. So I was like, girl, when I get to it, I'll get to it. I just met you 3 months ago, so you don't really have no rank in my life. So when it comes, it's gonna come. So, but they created the narrative that I had led her on, and she was waiting on me to set the date up.
So this wasn't even your doing; it was production.
Production and her though. And guess what? If it was production, I'm okay with that because that's what producers are supposed to do: build a story. But the fact that she played into it, and you know what I'm saying, in her little groups, talking about me the whole time, it really shocked me because I really thought I was getting to know a friend.
Ooh. Do you think after that made you go on go?
Oh,
after
definitely. That? Oh, that's when I like. That's when
I remember the group. Whenever y'all were talking, you was like, "Was she there?" You were upset.
Yes,
I watched everything.
Oh, you saw it. You really
I saw it. I was like, because I didn't understand that. I was like, wait a minute, why he flipping like that? He just set up Redrick like that.
See, and the thing is, it kind of tarnished. I'm not gonna say my reputation because I exist outside of web reality, but it tarnished who people thought I was. Like he lead the girl. You know what I'm saying?
Because I liked you for real until that moment. I was like, I don't like that. I don't like that.
I get it. I get how it came off. And it's fucked up because we live in a community that where already it's like no fast, no femmes, no trans. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that y'all not even giving me credit for trying to provide a story stating that I actually do interested in and attracted to trans girls.
Never got to see it. It was the mess.
Never got to see it. But that's what G Status was all about. It was about scandals, dramatization, and sensationalizing portrayals of people. Like, and if she thought about it, why would I do that? Like, I don't know. I know nobody on the cast, so why would I come on there with my Louisiana hospitable gentleman self, trying to tear somebody down and lead them on after I'm telling y'all I'm hurting from a relationship that I just got out of.
Well, do you think maybe that's why people thought that you were doing it because you were still hurt and hurt people hurt people?
Come on. Absolutely not. It wasn't even, but if you paid attention to me, I never said any of that shit.
You didn't.
I never asked her to go on a date. Never.
That is true. That is true. So, okay. So before we get into chasing, okay. So y'all, this is what was said. Cause like I said, I had somebody screenshot it. Okay. Then you can rebuttal to all this. But child, he said, he put on there fan appreciation time.
Appreciation. That's what it is.
And it goes on to say, and y'all, I'm gonna insert a picture somewhere on here, but it says, imagine body shaming me. When you built like this outside of the Spanx and training bras, you think niggas in this community are calling me out for being thin and fit. Okay, crying emoji, laughing, tears emojis. I haven't spoken on this bald head ass cross dresser in 3 years. And then he goes on to post a picture of George Jefferson and Little Bill, and it says, okay, Large Jefferson, and okay, Big Bill.
Large Jefferson, Big Bill.
Okay, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about that.
Please.
Because there's some words in there that I was like, oh, don't get it twisted, y'all, because Redrick posts some stuff that I'm going to address while we're here. But you said something to me that is just like, oh, Ike. And that's why I slid your DMs. I was like, Ike, no.
Yeah.
But you said everything is fine because, look, our gloves are off. But something that stood out to me was the cross-dresser.
Okay.
And I was like, no, Ike, because that's the community. And y'all, basically, like us Negroes talking about us Negroes.
Is
and
it really though? Like, go ahead.
Because why? Because he's not a cross-dresser. He's and not only that, he's battling with what he wants to do. And so for you to throw that out there, it's like, ouch. Like, it's like calling somebody in your community a fag. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you care to, explain why you use those particular terms? I know you was pissed.
Yeah.
But
but not even because I was pissed. Now you just actually taught me something because I didn't know he was battling. Like when I knew him 3 years ago.
You said it.
What did I say?
You said it at the beginning of this interview. Whenever you was talking about, he was like, because he didn't know, he about. That's why y'all was going to talk about the whole pen experience and liking the crowd, dude that is going in between dressing like woman.
No, but I didn't say I knew that he was battling with wanting to be a girl or a boy. When I met him, his whole brand was I am a boy and I like to dress up. My pretty boyfriend was his thing.
That's true.
A cross dresser, that's not an insult. Like,
is that like a drag or no?
Is that
different?
No, it's the same thing.
Okay, thank you.
Like,
okay.
And people in the community know drag just stands for dress as a girl. So gender bender, cross dresser, drag, none of those things are derogatory.
Oh, okay.
You are cross dresser if you're a boy.
But it is for me to say it. Is it for me to say it as a straight person?
I don't know if straight people can say cross dresser. I think they
right.
I think straight people could, because when you think about it, if you a girl dressing like a boy, you're a cross dresser.
Yeah,
it's
just so sensitive nowadays. You don't know.
Yeah. So to me, it ain't no insult. And matter of fact, it wouldn't have even got there if she wasn't bashing me. I'm like, this girl is literally body shaming me. Like you shaming me for being in shape when you shape like a damn linebacker.
I hate that because I'm slim too. I'm like, dude, I can't help it. Right. I can't help it.
And guess what? If I had to choose this or that, I would choose this.
Oh God. Okay.
Straight up. So you can say I'm shaped like your nephew. Shout out to your nephew for being in shape. Okay, maybe you can take some notes from your nephew and get on a treadmill or some shit. Like that's what pissed me off. Like her telling her perspective of her G-status experience. Right. That was fine with me. Because I corrected it with my perspective just now. Right. But now you're body shaming me when your body isn't even in shape to body shame.
Why do you think that was? Why do you think that dig went that deep?
I have no idea.
What you did, Ike? What you
Nothing.
did?
I have not even spoke. Like I said, after the reunion, like shortly after the reunion, I unfollowed this girl. Like she has been following me for the last year and a half, 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I haven't even been following her back. So I haven't spoken on her. Like I literally continued about my business. So for you to be that mad at whatever experience you had with production to where you got to body shame me, okay. And Dior jumped in my DM about that as well because that's his child. Yeah. But I had to tell Dior, like, you do know that this is me responding, right? Like this is a
he did recently. So he recently got at you.
It was that same day. Well, guess what? Take up for your child. Like, shout out to you because I'm gonna take up for my child too. But I had to let him know, like, I'm literally matching her energy. Like, I don't know if you've seen her story, but this is me responding, and I'm not holding my tongue when she didn't hold hers. I didn't do nothing to this woman. I have not spoken to her 3 years. Keep my name out your fucking mouth. I'm gonna put yours in mine.
And so, what made you respond?
Just that, like, and you know what? What made me respond?
Yeah, what made you? Because it was a while. The interview was out for a little bit, I was like, he's not going to respond to that.
I didn't even know until my people sent it to me, and I'm like, you really like scrambling for interviews. You talking about it? You taking interviews about a show that happened 3 years ago that got canceled, didn't even finish? Like, come on.
Well, I did ask.
But as you should. No, that's your job. But I'm saying, like, it speaks to her relevance. Like, what have you done since then? Like, are you putting out this music that nobody listening to, ain't doing no numbers, ain't making no noise, and you talking about somebody who
I like her music. I like it. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm a connoisseur of arts and music. I like that.
Ain't nobody buying it.
And she performed at my fashion show. I'll let you know that. And it was amazing.
Well, you could give me next time at your.
Don't play. If you come to Dallas, don't play with me. All right.
If you want to iTunes,
don't play. I'll go cheat on you. Okay.
If you want to iTunes R&B Soul top 30 artists there next time, let me know. And I'll come.
We don't have to talk offline. Don't play with me.
I'm serious. Okay? I'm moving to Texas next year.
Stop it. Where? Don't tell me Houston.
Yeah, it's Houston, Pearland, somewhere over there. Dallas too wide for me. I feel like I get lost in Dallas.
What? It's like Atlanta. Stop it.
But you know what? I'm actually moving because I miss my mom, and things are just happening too fast in this world. So I want to be closer to her. So Dallas will be Dallas. I think from Dallas to Louisiana will be the same distance as Atlanta to Louisiana.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna have to link, but
For sure.
you know, okay. So in regards to that, you guys, child. Okay, so Redrick responded. Did you see his response?
I did see. Yeah, I think I did. It was like a
Because
monkey
he
or
actually
something.
he slid in your DMs, and I think he blocked.
And got blocked. Yeah, definitely
Blocked
got
and
blocked.
blessed. Okay, so y'all, this was his response because he grabbed your story, and he said, "Ike, you gonna have to come a little bit harder, boo." Laugh out loud, and I don't wear training bras or bras.
You need to.
At all.
She need to. But go ahead, baby. See, that's why I don't. This is the thing. Don't fuck with me because I am the nicest person ever. Just stop saying shit about me.
You're not. You're nasty.
I
nice.
am.
You're
Until
nasty. Nice.
provoked.
We're not gonna do that.
Provoked.
Anyways, see,
Yeah.
I was reading.
Okay, I'm sorry, baby.
So you can't come. You can't shame me, boo. Laugh out loud. Come a little harder. Thanks for the shout out, though.
That's what you need.
Do you think that just? I mean, you shouldn't have said anything, and this would have just blew over, or you felt like you had to. You had to.
Well, I'll just ask you if you saw. Well, you know, I'm.
Yeah, don't ask me because I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. Okay.
Oh Lord,
Gemini.
I know it. I know the answer.
Okay.
Because
I might not even respond, but I'm knocking at your door. Like, hello.
See?
So I don't even ask me.
So she
don't
got
even
off
ask
easy.
me.
She got off easy.
So I can't. That's why I'm like, so I still got people that I'm just letting time pass by before so I just, don't ask me. Like
you
why
get
are you
it.
working on me?
Okay, for real. That's what I'm saying. And that the main thing is, I don't bother nobody.
That's me. Don't.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
I have shown Redrick. I've never spoken bad about him in public, on a public platform. Always had nice things or neutral things. Even like when the shit went down and I figured out that the reality show game that they were playing, I just had neutral things to say. Those nice things turned neutral. It never went low. So I had to match your energy.
So my thing is that Redrick stated that y'all had a conversation even after the show or something like that, and you were like, "Oh well." Did you hear that part?
No, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah. So he stated that y'all had a conversation. This is an interview. I'll probably put the clip in here.
Me and Ike was having a conversation over the phone.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Ike, why the hell? I mean, what you mean? What you saying? What's going on? You could hearing not what we. We didn't discuss this over the phone. So I mean, so you just don't feed into. I mean, I'm not feeding into anything. I mean, you was in my DMs. I said, yeah, from you going crazy before we even was filming when you seen me. So don't make it seem like I've been thirsty over you, nigga. You was acting like you wanted me, but it was nobody else in the room to be a witness of it. So you can make like I was thirsty over you because I don't have nobody to back me up. But it's okay. I'll let you have that. But if I can have a conversation with Ike till this day, I would just let him know, it's kind of fucked up. You need to get your self-esteem together. And it's my fault to have sympathy for someone that has low self-esteem. But now that you want to try to embarrass me, I'm going to embarrass you. You're embarrassing yourself.
But yeah, said that you and him had a conversation and you were just like, kind of like production and but you knew that y'all were supposed to move forward with your experience and the conversation. And, my question to you, was there any conversation that took place after the recording of G status?
After taping maybe.
It's been so long ago, you don't remember.
So long ago. But the thing is, whatever we said, it would never deviate from the truth. Now, I want to make something clear. We were supposed to have the sit down. I was open to it. But like I said, that shit ain't no priority on my schedule. Like if I get to it, I will in my own time. So I'm not. You think I'm worried about sitting down with you so you can make some shit look like a date when I literally got a song that's out. I got my sites doing things in Houston. I was at Sneaker Summit, the biggest sneaker summit in the nation. I did a rebranding, a launch in Houston. Like I didn't have time for that small shit. So I guess to her it was like I was putting it off, but to me it was like, girl, I don't have time for that right now. If I get to it, I will.
Right. Well, let's go ahead. You addressed it. You said what you had to say, and it is what it is. My question to you is: would you be open to having a dialect?
No, we don't have nothing to say. That would only help
her.
It's
close. It's close.
That would only help her. Like, girl, you probably need that for relevance. That's probably why you're saying my name anyway, because I'm on a show that's getting numbers, and you, girl, like you say, thanks for the shout out. You needed the shout out.
Chasing Atlanta. My fake card. Chasing Atlanta. Okay. How did that come about? Because I remember, I could tell you your intro. You was like, hey, I know you guys remember me from. I watched it. I'm telling you. And I was like, yeah, I sure did. I said, oh, okay, let's go. How did that come about?
You know what? A part of it was me wanting to like slap that other platform in the face. Like, you know, because it's almost like you tried to destroy my character, and my image publicly. So now I'm about to level up on y'all ass. You know, that was a small part of it, but it's just me again, just trying to continue to elevate, continuing to wanting to like be on a bigger platform so more people could be exposed to what it is that I do.
Right. Right. I love chasing. Okay. I love it. I love it. It has evolved because at first, I'm not gonna lie, it was a shit show. It was. I was watching like, what are we chasing? Drama? Like,
hasn't it evolved though?
It has.
Yeah,
now I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate that they got Iyanla. I hate they got her off. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't know if that was because of Dallas and what transpired. I hate that. I loved her little moments.
Loved it. And I wanted her to be a part of my season. But no, I have a personal relationship with Imani. I think
Imani, that's what it is.
Yeah, where she was in her life, like it started to take off as well as she became a TikTok influencer.
Yeah.
I think she was just in a different space, and I don't know if she had space to make for it anymore.
Oh, so this was on her side. She decided to. They need to fill their spot. They need to find. I loved that moment. Because I used to look forward to it.
I can see you doing it.
I wouldn't mind. And to be honest with you, after I did the interview with Dior, what's his name? Reese. He reached out to me. He went with Imani. But I was open. I told him, let's go. Because I watch it. But I'm insightful, and it's like I'm going to be honest with all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into some stuff that you did on Chasing. Okay, sir. But I'm open. Hey, y'all, seriously, I'm available. Let your girl know. You know what I'm saying?
I may have to whisper your name to the powers that be.
Yeah, I'm all for it. So, okay, now I watched the latest episode.
The latest. Okay.
Yeah. The cabin.
What I do?
What didn't you do? Okay? What didn't you do?
What did I do?
We're not gonna do that, okay? How you don't know who you in the bed with?
No, look.
No. I said, all right. We ain't gonna blame it on the drain. Blame it on the
what? No. Guess what? This is the first platform where I'm able to like tell.
Yes, let it out.
Exclusive. No, you know what? I knew they were going to chop that up like that. This is what actually happened. So the first night, the whole cast, with I think an exception of 2 of us, was in the jacuzzi. I was rooming with Cameron, but the jacuzzi was right outside of our window. So they kept tapping on the glass trying to get me to come out there. But I'm like drunk. We have been drinking since we had left Georgia, actually. So, and I'm an old man, like I'm older than a lot of them. So I'm like,
how old
I get my rest, child.
How old are you?
34 and on the 28th.
Baby, I'm 35 on the 11th.
So you should feel me. You look nothing like
no,
34.
no. I don't feel you. No.
I was tired. Okay.
Okay.
So look.
I do understand. Let me stop. Because all I want for my birthday is dinner and sleep. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want to party. I don't want to give me a good dinner with my fat butt and sleep. I got you.
Period. That's me. You get me. So at that point, we weren't filming outside. They were just doing it out there casually, enjoying. I'm like, child, I'll enjoy tomorrow. So they kept tapping on the window. I was dozing off, dozing back on. Kendra came in and got in the bed, like trying to wake me up, come outside. Next thing you know, Drew came and she got in the bed. So I think they were trying to get me to come outside. So then they came inside. Next thing you know, Kendra was in the bed. Drew was in the bed. And I think at this point, Cameron was in the bed too. They were trying to get me to come out. So that's what it was, right? But of course, in confessionals, it was chopped up to make it seem like it was something that it wasn't. So,
I was like, and then you like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, you know what's going on.
And you know what? I thought he was going to cut that part because after I walked off, I thought it was a reset to start that whole exchange over again, but he didn't. I'm gonna have to get on with it.
And I want to tell you, you looking spiffy. You look your style. You looking good.
Oh, thank you. You
looking good for real. And like I said, a whole elevation. A lot of even the music. Like seriously, that's why I'm like, I'm not playing with you, sir. I've been watching you. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching you. And to get into the music, boy, I hope he can fight. I'm like, boy, you been, and then that cover art. I said, ooh. All right, now I'm married. Okay, all right, and who's all your other artists? All right, my last name's Turner. Okay.
You got me falling out over here.
I'm just saying, I'm proud of you, Ike. If no one told you, I'm proud of you. I like your socks. Although I'm not a real sneakerhead, I will wear your socks. I will put them on just because they look good.
I'm gonna sing you some too.
Send me some for real, and I'll wear them, and I'll support, and I'll take pictures and stuff like that. And I'm absolutely, but proud of you. Your music is bomb. Okay, I can see it on movies and stuff like that. Like dead seriously, focus. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, this man is not gonna respond, and you didn't have to. You didn't have to. I get why you did, but honestly, you have something. You have an honest to talent. Gift. Beautiful voice. You remind me of Trey Songz, and I know you stated that that's something that somebody that you looked up to. You got it.
Yes.
I get that feel. When I hear your voice, I get that feel, and I'm like, oh, like it's just soulful. And maybe that's Southern, because down here in Texas, that's what it is. But you got that twang on it. And to be honest with you, aside from your sexuality, you just make good music. And if you don't even say anything about it, I wouldn't even know. Wow. But I will tell you this: don't get caught up.
Definitely not.
You really got talent. Not to say from anybody else on the show, you have talent. You have a God-given gift. It's beautiful. Your voice is beautiful. Okay. And don't allow it to get muffed out. Okay. Don't allow it. And somebody else that I just really like on there. And you know what? I'm not gonna get too mad at him. But Rico.
Which one?
He ghosts me. The rapper.
They got two Rico that rap. Rico with a K, and they got Rico.
No, not Rico with the K.
Oh, Rico Cassadine.
Rico
with a K has the beard going on.
Yes, Rico. That's Rico with a K.
Yeah.
Y'all did break that down. Yeah, Rico Cassadine is the big one, right? He can rap too.
He can.
But yeah, Rico with a K. He ghosts me.
He ghosted you.
He ghosted me. I got in my DMs.
What? Are you sure?
I'm gonna call him out, Negro. I got you. Yeah, you don't play with me. I tell you, I'm Patty LaBelle. Okay, sure did. Yes, it did.
I'm gonna have to reach out to him.
And to be honest with you, what I think it is, and no shade, I get it. I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm not. You probably gonna get like 5,000 views or whatever over here, but like you said, I'm impactful, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't take offense to it because, like I said, I get it. I'm smaller. but you don't hit on the small people. Don't do that. And that really hurt my feelings when it came to him because yeah, he did. Like seriously. And you know, and I'm not coming from a place of hurt. It's all fun, but it was just like dang, because I mean, right up to it, we were supposed to date, and he went and interviewed with King Pang or somebody else or whatever. And I get it, you guys want to promote your community and stuff like that, but this builds the bridge. I'm straight as a board, okay? This builds the bridge, an opportunity for somebody that's not in your community to get to know you. You get what I'm saying? That's why I was just like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I mean, literally the same day when I interviewed with somebody else, I was like, dang, that kind of hurt my feelings, but I get it. My numbers aren't up there. You know, I'm a smaller YouTuber, and it's no shade or whatever. I'm not doing no tripping, but yeah.
But no, I want to respond to that. Okay, I do want to respond to that. He's not like that.
I know he's not. He's a sweetheart.
If he interviewed with King Payne that same day, I guarantee you that it was set up a week or two in advance.
Yeah.
Now, what I've learned as being on this platform, and he's been on it longer than I have, the DMs are crazy. I get lost. I have to take a mental health preservation break from it because I get so overwhelmed with reply. And it's crazy because it's all love, all support, all uplift. But I be having to take some days, and I want to clear up something else you said. So I doubt he ghosted you. I think that he might have just got lost in translation. I'm gonna ask him about it.
Okay.
You know, I really want to ask him about it, and I want to clear up something you said too. You said you get why I came on here, and I don't want you to think that that's what it was. I actually took some time and went on your channel, and I saw that you had something signature. Like I said, I come from journalism PR. I was at an Emmy Award winning PWI in the journalism industry, so I know mass media when it's done right. From when you all of your stuff on pop culture, your interviews, I saw your 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 personality, you do it well. That's why I came on. And can I be transparent? A lot of my friends told me not to take it because of the whole drama with Redrick, like not to give her any clout. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely not why. If that was the reason, I wouldn't have took it. Like I see this as an opportunity not only for you but for me as well, more so for me. You know, so yeah, I don't.
Thank you.
I don't believe in being small. If you're small, I'm small. We're on the same level. We trying to get there.
To be honest with you, I was like, he is not gonna respond to me. I didn't even think Rico was gonna respond because I look. Let me be very straight with y'all, okay? I'm not I mean, look, whatever you decide, whoever you decide to play with, that ain't my business. Don't tell me what I'm doing. I look at the person, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. And I'm telling you, you were captivating, and Rico was. He's attractive, he's handsome. I've never seen nobody like him in that lifestyle. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. Same. Also, talent. I don't care what all that the rapping. I'm like, oh, sick. Like, oh, like crazy. Oh, it's intense. So y'all just had me. I love talent. I love God-given abilities. And so whenever I saw y'all, I was like, these fools, they ain't gonna respond to me. I got 6,000 subscribers. So what? Y'all are dope to me.
How many you got?
6,000.
Girl, I got 600. So what you? Look.
On YouTube, Negro. Let's go your IG.
On YouTube.
Let's go your IG. Okay.
Guess what? I can't even monetize my YouTube. Let's talk about that.
Oh, well, I can help you with that. So
I'm trying to grow, but my thing is I'm scrambling for interviews. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because this is a platform, like you said, you're going to introduce me to what is it called? Witness Nation?
Yes.
I watch you. Like I literally did like a deep dive on your platform. So
thank you.
Definitely. So no, it's my pleasure. And I don't want you to think that I came here for the benefit.
I love you. See, that's why I was just saying. And I would never I don't play that. I feel like we're adults and we are entitled to our voice. And I'm me being a product of childhood sexual trauma. Okay. Molestation. I'm big on that. But me being of that, I don't like to take nobody's voices. That's why I feel like yell, scream, cuss, fuss, but let's come to a resolution. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? Sure, what we doing? Sure. And I know you can get to that point to where you want to pound somebody's face in. Then what? You know, so
then what?
That's
what
me.
next?
That's me.
I love that.
And so, you know, it's always gonna always be love, and that's why I wanted you on here, and I wanted you to be able to address and have your voice, because that wasn't fair. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
So, you know, yeah, no, I'm never gonna. You know, anytime I bring any of you guys on, you know, if moving forward, anybody else on the platform would like to come on, more than welcome to. I say this as far as my channel, it's a safe space, because I talk about everything, all walks of life. I ask questions that may be uncomfortable for some people, because I know how to ask a question. You know what I'm saying? And I do it out of love. So yeah, I love you, Rico. I'm just shooting my shot.
Oh, I guarantee when I show this to him, I can almost see his facial expression.
Like, oh no, I already know.
Yeah, I can see it. Like he's.
I already know. It. I just, you know, it's all up. I'm just playing with it. What have you?
Yeah.
But anywho, okay. So let's go ahead and get into what you're doing on there, what you're chasing, because you're chasing a lot of bags. Okay. We talked about your music, we talked about your socks, but let's get more into the music. What is your inspiration? Like, we know heartbreak, you know, but
What is
we know that. But yeah, like, did you always know that you could sing?
I knew in 4th grade that I could sing. I didn't take it serious until after I graduated high school. I did my first performance with my high school band in front of a stadium of people, and when I heard that the roar from the crowd, I was like, for me, like I was like, I want to hear this rush and this chill down my spine every time I sing, you know. So I literally went to school for it. I polished, got classically trained, and that mixed with my mom's great taste of music, like. While y'all were listening to like 90s music, I missed out on that whole era. Because coming up, I was listening to 60s, 70s, 80s, the Motown.
That's why your voice is like that.
That's why it's like
classical.
That. Yeah, exactly. So I'm inspired by the Motown era. You Teddy Pendergrass, Wilson Pickett, all of these people that you probably don't even know, like the Unifix.
Yes, I do. I know Teddy Pendergrass. I know it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was my inspiration. I didn't become a recording artist until I moved here, though, 2018. So I'm still new to creating music. Yeah, so I'm still learning. I'm trying to figure it out.
How figure what out? You need to be yeah, Negro. Your butt needs to be doing covers on your channel, sir. What are you doing? You need to be what are we doing? What are we doing? You need to be reaching out to some of these other up and coming artists that are kind of bigger than you. You know, like prime example, I'm big on this R. Kelly thing. That's what people really know my channel for. I've been on hiatus here recently because of my show, and I was just trying to gather myself. But Azriel Cleary, she's like she got a beautiful voice. I don't know if you know her. She was one of the
yeah.
And they don't want to touch her because of that. Boy, please, I will get what see that's me. I'm controversial. That would be a good look for you because it's like, you know. Can you imagine a collaboration, y'all voice? You need to listen to her music.
I need to hear her. I heard that she sings, but I've never heard anything that she.
She's classically trained too. Wow. You tripping? Like stuff like that. Okay. And I'm cool with her dad. I'm the link. I talk to her like, like stuff like that. But yeah, on your YouTube doing covers, get to know people, do Q&As. Like, what are you doing?
I know that's. I'm gonna tell you, I need to chase. What I need to be chasing is consistency, because
that's good that you know your issues.
Definitely. Oh God.
Do you think because it's like you said, it's overwhelming with everything going on in your life?
That's a part of it, and a part of it too is that I don't want to be. I'm probably not even on a level where I can say this, but I don't want to be characterized. Like when you look at me, I don't want you to see a musician.
Okay,
I want you to see a human first. So I was talking to my brother Rob Taylor. He was on The Voice. He was on American Idol. I don't know if you know him, but he went on a hiatus is because anytime somebody would address him or have a conversation with him, it was always music. And it took away from them getting to know the 90% of everything else he was, the beautiful person that he was. So I don't want to. I'm big on mental health now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
After that relationship in which I made Wish You Were Here, I had to really learn who I was. I had to build my peace back up. You know what I'm saying? And the love that I had given somebody, it made me realize I had never given myself that love.
Oof. Yeah.
So music, even though I love it, it's a hobby and it's a distraction.
It can be.
I'm great at it, but it just distracts me from my livelihood. It's a
I
good
love
distraction.
that. Now, socks. How did that come about? Socks. What was that about?
What was that about? See, that's another thing. I don't know if you know this. I was on Wheel of Fortune.
No.
Yeah, that started my hustle mentality.
Wow.
I was literally on Wheel of Fortune. The year I moved to Atlanta, like I said, something about being here. Like I had always watched that show with my grandmother and my mom, you know, as a little boy, but something about being in Atlanta, like the Black Mecca, it unlocks the spirit of hustle. So I was like, one day I was watching, I was like, wait, why don't I just audition for the show? Wow. And I literally auditioned. It was a process. I got on it. I won the show.
What?
I was
I
the
gotta
winner.
look this up. I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you some clips. So I was the big winner. And when I came back to Atlanta, I was like, okay, I don't want to spend this on me. I don't want to blow this money. I don't want to do the things that a lot of us Black people, you know, I want to invest in myself. So I was thinking, like, what could I do? I knew somebody who was a shoe plug. I knew somebody who did neckties, belts, and accessories. I was like, wait a minute, socks were not on the radar.
Right.
And I'm a big sock person. I always wore like crazy socks. So I did the research, surveyed different manufacturers, and I started my sock collection.
Oh my gosh, that's dope. That's dope. And I always tell people, study your craft. You know, you want to be a singer, study it. You want to be an entrepreneur, study what you're getting into. And so I love the fact that you say you surveyed basically the market. Like
I did.
And you did want to boy. That's why I'm saying you're different. You're different.
Stop talking me up.
No, you like stop.
We see each other. I feel like we're kindred spirits.
We are. That's why I said I loved you. Like when I saw you come out, I was like, I like him. I like him. And then you got to talk, and I was like, I like we could be that could be my boy.
Yes, in real life for sure.
Cause and I'm gonna tell you, I'm your pusher. You gonna have to get used to this. Your head gonna be big as I don't know what playing with me. Because like who else is doing it? Right. If they're doing it, they ain't doing it enough. Why can't you know that you're great? God created you. Duh, you ain't gonna trust you're a king's kid. What are we talking about?
That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes,
Trust
sir.
Me. Trust
you
me.
Tripping. And I don't know what it is or whatever, but no, you are that. Okay? You're everything that everybody says in a good way about you. All the extra stuff is just what it's going to be. Okay, distraction to keep you thrown off. And I understand where that comes from, because when I tell you, exes have told me, "Oh, you skinny." I've heard that since I'm about my chest being flat, about me having a long chin. I'm just long and lanky, and for years, it hurt me. You know,
because it makes you believe it. So,
yes, right? You believe it because these are people that you love, or they love you, so they got to be telling you the truth. They got to be. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's just like you just find yourself. That's why I was just like, I understand when you come or you somebody. I'm like, I understand that. I had to grapple with that for years, and then I said, just screw y'all. I sure do got a flat chest. I can wear whatever I want to. Nothing's gonna fall out, and I look good. I'm gonna be 35 years old. Okay,
and look every bit of 25. Let's go.
Thank you.
Now everybody can't say that.
Everybody
cannot say that. You are beautiful.
So I don't even trip about stuff like that. So no, yeah. I am that. I sure am, because now it's time for me to receive all the goodness. I've had a lot of bad stuff being said to me about me, you know, and what irritates me is people keep you back in 1919. Can you catch up with who I am now, what I'm doing now? Can you tell me about me now?
Talk about
So I just appreciate you so much for coming on. Thank you so much. I hope it wasn't too much.
No, this was beautiful. This was hands down one of my favorite interviews.
Oh, yay!
Like, if I could leave you with something, I want you to always hold on to that, what you just said. Like, you are necessary. You are important. Stop calling yourself a small, like, you know, I'm small time. No, you are big time. Like you said, you are a child of the king, so that makes you royalty, okay? So I'm going to be praying for you and your platform to continue to elevate and it's gonna happen.
I receive it. Okay,
Yeah,
I receive it.
sure.
What's going on? You got any projects going on?
No, I'm really just pushing Hope He Can Fight and trying to get it
Okay.
into those commercial doors. Like it seems like I ain't doing nothing with it, but I'm trying to get it into those,
Right.
those spaces for something big to happen.
You need to go to TikTok.
I know, but I'm old. I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to.
Ike, come on now. Okay? Come on now. I'm telling you, I know. Like, for real. Like, you need to be putting it on TikTok. How people make some TikToks out of it. Because it's funny. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny.
It's a lot of stuff. It can be a breakup stuff. It can be, you know what I'm saying, somebody hit your car. You're like, I hope he, you know what I'm saying? It can be everything.
That's true. And you know what? That's on my notes. Like, do TikTok a challenge. Hope You Can Fight challenge. So I gotta do it.
You got to. And have whatever way that I can help. I'm all open, like, for real.
Thank you, Whitney D.
Absolutely. So where can they find you? I'm sorry.
You can find me everywhere on every platform except OnlyFans at Voice of Array. And my music you can stream on every streaming platform at Array. My stage name Array.
What is that? Where did that come from? Array.
Array. I was a nerd when I was young. So I was a fan of the thesaurus, right? Oh. And instead of using variety, I would use array.
An array of something.
Right. An assortment, a bouquet, an impressive display. So that describes the style of my voice. I can do country, I can do R&B, I can do soul, I can do blues. So, array. You're so sweet.
I adore you.
I have fallen in love with you.
Thank you. Oh no, it's vice versa. Okay, the spirit's just like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I adore you. Just everything. I'm like, oh, that's so deep. And see, Geminis, we there.
Yes.
There, and that's everything else, man. And
that's
y'all
true.
Cancers
My
are
best
just
friend is a
hard.
Gemini. Mm-hmm.
So before we leave, are you seeing anybody? Any love interest?
No, completely single for 3.
Wait, pause. Time out, because on one of the shows.
Here we go.
Yeah. You were talking to somebody and you were good. It didn't work out.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait. On what show?
Chasing, sir. Let me be specific. Okay. When Drew came in, you was like, I ain't worried about her. I got me somebody. I watched the show, Negro. You gonna stop playing with me? Okay. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
You're right.
Yeah.
But, however.
Okay. Comma.
It didn't last. They never do. Like, it's the gay community. Like, it's so much trauma and oh my gosh. Like,
okay, since you're going there, why are you still in it then?
Why I'm still in it?
Yeah.
Oh, because
you said you're bi. You tried the woman.
Women don't like bisexual men.
That's true. Can I tell you something? I wouldn't, but I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you why. It's the femininity.
Oh, it's that.
It's that.
And okay, that's new then. That's new to hear that. Okay.
We're gonna talk about it, right? It's the femininity.
Okay.
As a straight woman, I don't want you to be doing that with me. I don't. And like I said, aside from all of that, if I didn't notice your femininity, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know you were bisexual or anything like that. You don't give it off to me. It'd be moments I'd be like, shit. But besides that, you don't carry yourself very flamboyant. And I'm gonna be honest with you, as a straight community representative, that be on. I mean, even for straight men when they're around gay men, it's the flamboyancy. It's not the lifestyle. No, it's the don't give too much. Don't be nonsense. Don't do that.
Oh, wait a minute.
If you close your and I'm not saying to stop who you are, but I'm saying, let's just be real. If you want that, that's what I'm telling you. You're very attractive. Like we're not gonna play that. Okay. And then your voice is beautiful. Okay. We'll look past all of that. Okay. But it's just the femininity. And that's it. But don't lock yourself into that community like this is all I got.
Oh, I'm not. I was talking to a woman the year I moved here, like right before I moved to Atlanta, back in Louisiana. I was talking to a girl, but I moved and some other shit happened. But you are the first person I have ever heard say this, because there are masculine bisexual men, but the main thing that I run across in this, we call it biphobia, is women who just can't deal with the fact that there's an attraction to a man and thinking that they're gonna get cheated on with a man. And my response to that has always been, no, that's an unfaithful man.
Well, can I tell you something you may not also heard?
Huh?
Let me tell you this. It's not that. It's not even the cheating. It's the same thing as a woman finding out that her black man was messing with a white woman. I'm not white. I can't give you that. So I can't give you a penis. Let's just be real. Gotcha. It's not about that. You cheating and stuff like that. I'm going to tell you as a straight woman that would be attracted to you. It's the simple fact of the matter that it's just like, I can't give you a penis. So if you cheat on me with that, that's going to damage me. That's just like, with a white woman. That hurts. If you notice it, let's be real. When a white woman is with a black man, we saw it on Waiting to Exhale. Your white woman it's the fact of the matter. Yeah. I can't. If it was another black woman, we wouldn't have Waiting to Exhale. That scene wouldn't be so deep. Right. It's whatever. We on the same level. I'm not on a level with the man. Yep. That's what it is. I get it. That's what it is, babe. And when I tell you, and like I said, and I was Redrick, I can be around him all day. They don't do nothing for me or whatever the case may be. But straight men, it's just kind of like, dude, bro, chill. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. And it ain't even like, oh, they're insecure, because we hear that all the time. Men are insecure about being around gay men. Nah, it's just
it's weird. It's different.
It's different. And it's just like, okay, dude, chill. And that's just like for me, not no shade, but a very flamboyant gay man, he irritates me. Because me too. I'm gonna be honest. You are an imitation of me, and I don't even do that. Yeah. I don't do all of that, and that's no shade, no tea. I'm just saying.
What I will say is that femininity and flamboyance are two different things. Yeah.
That's why I said that. That's why I said right. Flamboyancy is just chill.
Even me, like, I don't like to be around flamboyant people. It's just too much for me to handle. But feminine is
different. It's different. And that's why no shade, no tea. And we're gonna talk about this. And I talked about it with Redrick. We don't give a damn about no trans woman. We're not. Let's get that very clear. We're not threatened. It's the simple fact of the matter that you trying to make it seem like I'm insignificant as a woman.
No, that would be a character trait. That's not. I wouldn't group the whole the umbrella of trans women,
right?
Because my friends who are trans, they don't think like that.
Yeah, and you know what? Who I love on the show? Gosh, not Drew. What's Willa. Her name? Huh?
Willa or Kendra?
Willa.
Willa.
I love Willa because she stayed on there. She said, not every trans woman wants to be a woman.
That's right.
And I love I identify as a trans. And so my thing is that you appreciate the woman. And be honest with you, although y'all had y'all little quorums at the beginning or whatever, and I get it, baby, because I was like Willow moody, but I saw the other side of why she was like that. Uh-huh. But I say all that to say that she comes off more woman to me than a lot. And she just is cool, calm, and collect. She doesn't give too much. And I appreciate that, because it's like, if you want me to receive you as that, act like that.
Stop carry yourself accordingly.
That's my point. And that's what Redrick said. You know what I'm saying? Like, carry yourself accordingly, and don't be, and we actually talked about Shonda, okay? In regards to calling out, what's his face? What's his name?
Talk about who?
Shanna Brooks, whatever her name is, with
Brooks. Okay.
Yeah, with Neck. What's his name?
Benzino. The
Neck. Benzino Neck. Look now. Okay. And I just had what? He just head and shoulders. Okay. And so I was just curious as to, like why do that? Like, we get hurt and cheated on by ninjas all the time. Ninjas don't want to claim us all the time, but you want to out him. And see, that's what makes us be like, see? Instead of just being like, you know what, chalk it up. But then Rachel's like, well, you got some people in that community that are getting tired of the play around. I get that. We get tired as women all the time getting played about, but we don't sit here like this ninja. Look, because in some reality, shape, or form, you question your true femininity. That's just what I think. That's just my opinion.
I try not to give so much of my opinion on.
But see, that's not fair. Why not? Why can't we have this dialect?
No, we can, but when it comes down to just women of trans experience, like trans women,
you can't really relate. So I think that's why it's like I don't know what to say.
Never know what to say. I let their experience be their experience.
Yeah.
And it's like I can't. The only thing I can say that you can't. They can't be grouped as a collective, based, on that particular thinking. But I can side with you and say that I have seen, trans women who think like that.
Right.
And it's just a character flaw. So
individual. And I think that's all around. Straight, gay, character flaws.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Flaws. And I think that if we just, and that's why I said I always like to do this, do that bridge connector. I feel like if we all just look at each other as being human beings.
As human beings.
And if you go from the straight community to gay, it's not going to change anything. You're going to still have problems because you have to get yourself together.
That's right. Come on, you preaching, Pastor Whit.
So we're going to wrap that up with that. Thank you so much, Ike. Like, seriously, I enjoyed you. I already knew I was.
It was such a delight. Like, I have enjoyed this so much. And I'm gonna tell you something. I haven't gotten any sleep, but this was refreshing. Like I could go on another hour talking to you. So that speaks to your talent and your skills. So keep it up. I'm gonna be following you, watching you, subscribe, tuned in. Like I'm a super fan.
Don't play, because I'm like that all day. I'm like, what he gonna say? I
Witness
love
Nation.
You, I love you.
I love you too, baby.
Okay, we'll be talking soon.
For sure. Okay, take care, all right?
Okay, bye.
Bye. You are tuned in to Kool-Aid and Combos with Whitney D featuring Ike.
All right, you guys. That was Ike from Chasing Atlanta. Oh my gosh. I adore him. He's such a sweetheart. Okay. So that was it, you guys, in regards to everything. If I didn't ask all the questions, put them down in the comments or in the chat, okay? But tell me what you guys think about this particular Kool-Aid Combos with Whitney D featuring Ike, okay? What do you feel in regards to him addressing Redrick and on Sword, okay? Not for nothing, you guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in to another installation of Whitney D TV, Kool-Aid and Combos with Whitney D featuring Ike. I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye. I'm Whitney. Keep it cute and get the boot.